We'll go to golf. Yeah, you talked about the fact that DJ would definitely not definitely. It's doubtful right now because according to the manager, he said he had a very bad fall, a freak accident at home. He injured his back, and because of that, this man you're saying right now may not just be able, you know, to win that Masters. He hasn't won. He's favorites to win it, and everyone is saying he's playing too well. He's the best golfer right now in the world.
#1.
And if you're looking at all that, you know that, hey, this man doesn't
accidents. It just shows you accidents can happen anytime. You don't even have to, you know, be in the gym or be working out before you get injured. It just fell. Freak accidents in his house in Atlanta, and that's looking like it might actually affect his participation at the first major of the year. But the good thing is, he's been placed on bed rest. He's been given anti-inflammatories, and we're hoping he can actually recover in time for
It's a back injury, and the manager David Winkle said it was a serious fall on his staircase.
Correct.
So
there's a bit of hope somewhere.
It's a serious fall on the staircase. So I think, and you know what the back does. You're playing golf. That's basically
very crucial. Very
crucial.
Delicate. And but there's a hope. Just a little bit of hope. You know, hope there. Hopefully, because it doesn't get to Dustin Johnson. Doesn't get to tee up till later on tonight. So hopefully he can recover to take his place on that particular course. Still on the Augusta Masters, Cecilia, we're talking about the golden oldies. Unfortunately, Austin is not here to give us his pick for this year, because I know he's a very big fan of the
old guys.
Yeah, not the old guys.
I mean, the veterans. The veterans. Those that have been.
That's more like it. That's more like it. And we have this man right here, Bernard Langer. I mean, this German.
He's won 3 Grand. He has won 3 Masters. He hasn't given up hope of actually winning another one, and he's targeting this very Augusta. I mean, the first time he won was in 1985, and then in 1993 he won another one, and he will be 60 in August. But his form last year, he said, because of his form last year, he was in contention after 3 rounds. So that has actually convinced him to say, maybe this might just be the year he wants to add another title, another Masters to his feathers.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he won it was in 1993. That's a long time ago. So obviously, he's not a spring chicken
at all.
Like I said, he's going to clock 60.
Performance last year.
But last year, he had a very, very amazing run. He actually got to the final. It was in contention after round 3. It was just a couple of shots behind Jordan Spieth before Spieth capitulated. And because of that, he feels, I mean, why not? But he's been very honest with himself as well, too. He says he can still win a major, but he doubts if it's going to be at Augusta. And yeah, so I totally understand what he's saying. I mean, the guys are playing right now on tour. A lot of the young guys like on fire, and it'll be very difficult to stop them. So let's go and listen to Bernard Langer. He's been speaking ahead of the Augusta Masters.
Pretty sure it's going to happen sooner or later. Whether it will be the Masters, I'm not so sure, because it's a rather long golf course. Some of the other majors could be a little shorter at times, but we have even players in the field here that hit the ball fairly far, that are over 50s. Fred Couples, Steve Stricker. Myself, I still think I have a slim chance, but I'm definitely an outsider. It's going to be the same approach. I need to play very smart, very aggressive, to have a chance to compete against the long hitters who hit 7, 8 irons into these greens, and I'm hitting 3 or 4 irons, which the ball comes in, you know, at a different angle, doesn't stop as quick. So it's much harder for me to get my second shots closer to the hole. Therefore, I have longer putts, longer chip shots, and it makes the whole thing tougher. But it's a challenge, and then hopefully I'm up for it.
Two-time Masters champion Bernard Langer speaking on his chances at the Augusta Masters. Cecilia said earlier he's going to turn 60 really soon, and he's hoping he can actually, you know, end his career on a very high note. This will be his 34th appearance at the Augusta Masters. Cecilia, still on the Augusta Masters, bad weather with sun in the forecast has been, you know, on the horizon for a while now, and it looks like it's starting to affect things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yesterday afternoon it was announced that the traditional par 3 cotton raiser to the Masters tournament was cancelled because of the severe weather warnings. I think a tornado threat in the area forced the officials to close the course for the rest of the day, and most of the fans who came out to actually watch these big golfers tee off and all that just, you know, play around and get to, you know, warm up for the game. They were really, really disappointed that this just didn't hold. It's the first time in history that the Power 3 event has been cancelled in Augusta. We will listen to some of the fans, how disappointed they are, but they're thinking we can come back and see how they can actually watch the main event, which starts later today.
We're in the car, and we're going to sit in there for about an hour and just see what's going on, because you can't get out of here now anyway, right? Where are you going to go? You're going to be sitting in traffic. So we'll sit in the car and we'll wait and see. If they let us come back in, we'll come back in if we can.
I said it sucks. We have been trying to get tickets for 4 years. Finally we got it, and this was the day we got. And we're hoping we can come back.
Obviously people come from all over the world for even just a day and then have to leave, so it's awful. I feel bad that they have to do that.
Yeah, they're hoping they can actually come back and watch it. There's going to be a little bit of delay for the game to start today because of the weather. Now we'll talk NHL now.
Go to the NHL. There's one man that doesn't mind this.
Yes,
weather.
Phil Mickelson. He says it might just affect the young players.
Yeah, because giving the edge over the guy. That's a very interesting angle.
Interesting one,
right?
I mean, Phil Mickelson, he's been there a long time and all that. He's won many majors. But then, if you look at him, I understand what he's trying to say because at the end of the day, it's really, really not cool. Then look at the NHL. We're talking about. But one superstar says he is going to play for his country, the Russian.
You know what happened was before the NHL announced that they were not sending players to the 2018 Winter Olympics, Ovechkin had said already, I'm going to go whether you commit to it or not. So after the release by the NHL, it's come out to reiterate the fact that I still want to go to South Korea to represent my country, and that's a very interesting angle because you're contracted. Yeah, you're contracted to this club. Alex Ovechkin, by the way, is one of the greatest scorers of all time in the NHL. Plays for the Washington Capitals, and he says he's going to go regardless. And that's a very, very strange one. Very massive.
But the thing is, will he get sanctioned? You know, we'll go for a break now.
Yeah.
When we come back, we'll listen to him.